Hello, precious ones. We are here today. We are so blessed to be with Father Dennis Worzalla from Wisconsin, who just celebrated 2 days ago his 52nd anniversary in the priesthood. Praise God. So Father Worzalla has gone through the program, or Father Dennis, and we're here to ask him some questions and his thoughts on the light way. Okay, Father Dennis, what would you say to a priest who is considering letting the light way start at his parish?
I would say it's a very great blessing to have the light way in the parish and to have as many persons involved in it as possible.
What would you say to someone who is thinking about starting a light way group?
I would give them some of my excitement over discovering this and just tell them there's going to be so much that will be beautiful for the spiritual life when you get into this program, that you'll be delighted just for that reason, for being in it. But then you're going to be amazed at how it's going to change your relationship with food, and it's going to be a marvelous thing to discover that. So go for it. And I would, as I say, I would like to get every religious educator in it, because they can discover something for their own lives, and they can take off weight, but then they're going to discover something for their very important work of religious education. And if an alcoholic was heavy, he could get into this program, learn about something about taking off weight, and learn about how he can handle his problem too of alcoholism. And that would be true of gambling. It would be true of excessive sexual desires. Just about any aberration in us is touchable through this program. And so you don't know what you're going to get as an additional plus when you come into this program, but it'll be there. You'll find it. You'll find that there are other things that you're going to be in control of that you never thought you could control.
Having been through the entire 12-week video series in the Bible study, do you feel that the light way is obedient to the teachings of the Roman Catholic Church?
It's 100%. When I went through it the first time, I said, my heavens, I said, I'm not going to make my priestly retreat this year because I have just gone through a wonderful retreat. I know what a retreat is. I've made so many of them. But this was a super retreat. And it's a super retreat because we're getting that teaching in a livable form, and in a form where we are being reformed and able to grow.
Now, I know that you joined the light way and you didn't even join to lose weight, but you did end up losing some weight.
I was 180 most of my priestly life. I'd gone up to 185 at one point. The sisters in the hospital were feeding me too much goodies. The cream, rich cream for my coffee, and all kinds of rich desserts. They didn't care about calories. And, they bring it and you have to appreciate it, and you eat it in 195. Well, I resolved I'm going to put some of those things away, and I'm going to take off weight during Lent. And I went down, and at one time I went all the way down to 165. Ooh, boy, that was great. But then I went back up to 180, and I stayed there, and I couldn't get, then I got it down to 175, and once in a while during Lent, I might break down to 170, and then I'd come right back up again, and then pretty soon I was trying to keep under that 180 as long as I got down to 175. When I got into the light way, I thought, gee, I'm going to get back to that 165. That's going to be my goal. I want to get down to that 165. I went right down, 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 down. 165 came, down, down, down. 160 came, wow. And then down, 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 155, and that's what I am now. And I've been holding 155 steady ever since. But you know, this is good for the heart too, and it's good for the walking. Imagine my taking a walk every night and carrying a 20-pound suitcase. That's what I took off. 10 pounds for each arm, you know, carrying it along. I wouldn't enjoy that walk as much as I'm enjoying it now. I just float over the street, you know, and people say, you know, I'm 77 now and going on 78, and I can go right up those steps of the altar, and they're wondering why they can't. Well, why don't they take the lightweight program, and then maybe they would find out.
They'll float up too. Now, did you see the spiritual effects on other people that did the program with you in your
Oh.
group?
Everybody saw what was happening in the group, and that was part of the fun of coming, because there was excitement about it, and there was an awareness that something beautiful was happening. They knew it was more than taking off weight, and in fact, the focus was shifting off weight into the spiritual life, and they were very appreciative of having had this discovery and being into it, and they knew that they were into something new for their lives, and that weight was not going to be the greatest thing that happened to them by any means. What they were getting was what they really wanted, and they didn't even know they wanted it until they had it.
Father Dennis, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us and making us feel so welcome, and really sharing from your heart the love that you have for Jesus, and thank you for the gift of your priesthood. It's tremendous. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.